Back here at home in Northeast Ohio, a man was rushed to the hospital overnight after there was a shooting near Cleveland's Public Square.
And as police search for the suspect, some are raising questions about safety downtown. News 5's Catherine Ross explains what happened overnight and the efforts that one group is making to promote safety.
By day, it's a bustling city center where workers grab lunch and commuters grab the bus.
I was living on the east side, so I was just coming through downtown to go back to the west side.
Alexa tells us she was on a bus approaching this stop at Superior and East Roadway overnight when her trip was suddenly halted.
We got swarmed by a bunch of policemen, and then we looked and we saw the victim covered in blood on the ground.
Cleveland police say officers responded around 1 a.m. Friday and found a 36-year-old man with gunshot wounds to the head. EMS confirms that victim was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Investigators believe the shooter then stole a car at gunpoint. That vehicle was later recovered, but the suspect is still on the run.
No, it's crazy that this stuff happens right in Public Square.
In November, hundreds of people took cover when two teens were shot at Public Square's annual tree lighting. Some Clevelanders tell us they're extra vigilant downtown.
People are down here on Thursday nights. People work late, whatever.
I feel pretty safe, but you got to be aware.
Despite several violent incidents near Public Square here in recent months, Downtown Cleveland Incorporated tells me downtown is still a relatively safe neighborhood. And they say it's one that's becoming increasingly popular.
If you were to look at a microcosm of Cleveland's core, we're probably the safest neighborhood out of most.
Ed Eckhart of Downtown Cleveland Inc. tells us his team collaborates with police and has its own staff on the streets, offering safety escorts and security checks.
The safety specialists actually have routes that they patrol on a regular basis.
Downtown ambassadors also frequent the neighborhood, cleaning up litter and acting as a roving concierge.
We look at our deployment kind of as a force multiplier with the city.
As the city braces for several major events like the Eclipse and the Women's Final Four, Downtown Cleveland Inc. says it will be prepared.
Most importantly is the communication and collaboration that we have, again, with the city.
Eckhart says many of the violent incidents are isolated.
It's rare and few and far between, and those that have, I think, eventually, once they were solved, there was a connection identified.
In Cleveland, Catherine Ross, News 5.